Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the rainy world of Manchester. I'm getting a little bit fed up with all this rain. I think I can finally say I'm feeling better. My saying I felt better was a bit premature last week. Because Sue came and we had fun and everything like that, and then I just went downhill again. I think my 24-hour bug thing turned out to revive itself about 3 times. Anyway, fingers crossed. I've been okay since Saturday, so I think I can finally say it's gone. It kept fooling me, kept thinking it was gone, and it wasn't gone. It was coming back again and hitting me. Well, I don't know when. I did say I was going to do a video showing my Christmas cards. It's not that time yet. My birthday cards and that, but I still haven't got around to that. But I will make a video today, and I promise I will do one. It might just be a little bit later. With having the bug and everything, it's just thrown everything all of a loop. The only one good thing it's done is that I've been able to shop online while I've been feeling poorly. And so I've managed to get most of the family's Christmas presents organised, which is great for me considering it's only the beginning of December. I'm usually last minute, Charlie, whatever you want to call me, usually last minutes. I will show a couple of things that I got for my birthday that you won't have seen because I haven't opened them. This lovely necklace came from Rosita in the Philippines. And there's also, oh gosh, why am I never organised? Because I never am I? There was also 2 more. Wait a minute, where are we? 3 more, sorry, I beg your pardon. That was another one. Very pretty. It's got like seed pearls on one layer. I hope they're not swinging about too much. I hope you can see them. And then this one is very pretty, and it's all handmade. She makes these by, oops, stop swinging, rolling magazines, the colourful bits of magazines, and gluing them all. So they're all handmade beads, which makes it all even more super special because you made it especially for me. Thank you, Rosita. And she's got little beads in between. I don't know if you can see them, little seed bead things. But it's such a wonderful idea, isn't it? She cuts the colourful parts out of any kind of magazine, really. You know, the adverts that are all colourful. And then she rolls them up and glues them. I think she might paint them as well with some nail polish, but I'm not too sure. Colourless nail polish. And then the next one I have is this one, which being purple, of course, is my thing. My little great-granddaughter thought this was wonderful. And we did have to straighten it out again after she'd had her hands on it, because it threads through itself like that. And, I mean, she wasn't being naughty. She just thought it was wonderful. And before we could realise what she had in her hand, she was shaking it about, you know. But she's not destructive, she was just fascinated by it. So that's another thing that I got. I also got another present courtesy of, oh, everything's thrown on the floor now, of Grace. That was full of biscuits. Not now. Isn't the box gorgeous though? It's sort of art deco, isn't it? Definitely keeping the box for something else. I can play the drums on it. And also in the parcel was, it's called Bath and Body Collection by Di Palomo. And it's got fig and grape moisturising body wash, and I think it's and the hand and body lotion. Very nice looking packaging, isn't it? I do think though, you know, when you get something that's really nicely packaged, it's kind of half of the pleasure of using what's in it, you know. I think that's what varies, you know. You can buy store's own, can't you? And it's always in a very plain container, you know. And but when you have something in a really pretty container, it makes it feel more luxurious. Right, let me get on to what I've been doing. Well, you saw this shawl before, but when I blocked it out before, it was from one of the cakes I got from Lolly's little wool shack. But she doesn't have any more at the minute. I think she's getting some more in stock. But it was not wide enough. I must have missed an increase when I was doing the shaping. Wouldn't surprise me because I wasn't 100%. So I decided I'd add a bit extra onto the sides of it. So it's now got side panels. I don't know whether you can see it or not. It's got sort of an orangey red side panel ended up in brown, which goes round the outside of everywhere. So hopefully now it will now go round somebody. It just wasn't meeting at the middle before. I did try to take some photographs of my other shawls to go on my Etsy, but the weather's been against me. Whoever's in charge of the weather in Manchester, will you please turn the taps off, right? It is nice sometimes, but you know, usually I'm in bed. I don't get up very early, I'm just getting very lazy. What else have I done? Well, I got a special request from a friend of mine to make a colourful tea cosy. It's a free pattern. If you want to know what it is, I can tell you in the comments, but of course it's in the front room and I haven't brought it in with me. Very, very easy to do, even though it doesn't look it. You know, you make these chains and then you chain them up. But I think it's very pretty. Very, very pretty. So I hope she likes the colours. It's a gift, apparently. So, going in somebody's Christmas stocking. I managed to, do you remember the lovely gifts I got from Hobium? You know, the yarn company in Turkey. Well, I finished the scarf. The legs and the arms and the head came with it. They were all pre-knitted. I did the body and sewed it on to a crochet scarf. There wasn't any instructions. I think that the scarf was supposed to be knitted, but knowing my troubles with my knitting, I think it's really cute. I've got to devise something now for his sister, but his sister just likes pink, so whatever I find, I'm sure I can find some scarf patterns with little creatures on them on Ravelry, because they have everything on Ravelry, don't they? So that's what I've done. It was lovely, lovely yarn. After Christmas I will make more things with the, you know, the Hobium yarn that I got gifted. But at the moment I'm just busy concentrating on my Christmas presents. I could show this one because she doesn't watch my videos. So this is the start of Ira's shawl. But it's in the ice yarn. I've had it quite a while. What's it called? Sail Plain. That's a lot of help, isn't it? It's just acrylic, 50 grams. It doesn't say much on it apart from that. People are always asking me, which yarn did you use? Which yarn did you use? It's very difficult to tell you with ice because they don't actually say a name. They might say a name on the web page when you're actually ordering it, but there isn't a name on it when you actually get it. It's very nice to work with, whatever it is. It's not like the normal acrylic. It feels more like stranded. It looks a bit more woolly. It's not, but it looks more woolly than twisted acrylic. It's very, very nice to work with, and I'm enjoying that. Right, next up is what magazines have I been buying. As usual, I can't remember which free gift came with what. All I will say that is Karen Kazalistic will be getting Brian the Brown Bear. And this one is just some eyes and noses and what have you got. It says shiny amigurumi goodies. All of the reindeers loved him. So I'm presuming in one of the books there's a reindeer. Your package is nearly ready. I haven't forgotten you, Karen. I keep saying that every week, don't I? But I really haven't been well and I never got to the post office. Right. I may have shown you this before, I can't remember. Do you know? When you're not well, your brain just fades, doesn't it? Mine's just faded away completely. Right, this one was free with one of the books. It could have been the Crochet Now book. This one just says Crochet Essentials. And it's got some things in that I would do. Probably a lot more things that Karen would do. And I mean, that is so pretty, but it says fancy a crochet along. There's absolutely no way in this world I could ever do something like that. I have done part tapestry crochet, but I'm not that good. Not at all, not that good. This is called Climbing Cowl. It's done in a double knit. So, is it Tunisia? No, tension. Why do I not wear my glasses? There's a big difference between Tunisian and tension, isn't there? You know. Coral clutch bag. That one is double knit or whatever. It says just cotton, natural just cotton. Oh no, it's chunky. Beg your pardon. Now both Sue and I like that one. It's called the Cluster Tunic Top. And that one is done in double knitting. As I say, I think this magazine came with this current Crochet Now copy. Supernova Scarf. That's my favourite circular motifs. You can tell by the sarcasm in my voice that circular motifs have never been my thing. I do try, but they never end up looking right. Cross Process Tote. One of my lovely subscribers actually subscribed me to a Craftsy program on joining circles together. And I watched it, and then for the life of me, it has just vanished on my PC. Can't find it again. So annoying. I even looked on Craftsy to see if I could see it on there, and it's just disappeared into the ether. Wherever. So thank you very much whoever sent it to me. I can't remember her name now because I've lost everything. You know, you skip watching and think I'll go back to that and I'll really watch it next time. And then I can't find it again. How annoying. Colour card scarf, that's that one. It's a good way of using your oddments up. I have a feeling that somebody's actually made something like this. I don't know whether it's Karen or whether it's Kim, Blue Cherub 27. Or maybe it might have been Sian that made it. I don't know. Somebody's made something like that before. Cottontail bunnies. And there's the pattern for the spaceman. It's got asteroids and all sorts of things. Counting sheep, that's fairly cute, isn't it? Not the time I'm a gurumi. Oh dear. I just do not have the flair for faces, features. Mine look like grotesque versions of Frankenstein when I've done them. An owl. I mean, that to me would look fairly straightforward to me, but I would have horrors trying to get the eyes in the right place. There'd be an eye here and an eye there, and it would look like a zombie owl. What have we got here now? Oh, I've got that picture. I've got that pattern in one of my books somewhere. Cupcake cardigan. I've seen that before. Fly the nest. That's one of those little lovies. Webbed booty. And a Becky Bonnie hat. A pixie hat. To me that looks somehow like she's got her bonnet on back to front. I don't know why, but it doesn't look like it would tie under the chin. It looks like it's too, you know, unless it's meant for a smaller baby. I like my bonnets to come underneath and tuck under. That's a Betsy skirt. I'm not quite sure. It's a mandala. Storm flower mandala. I've still not quite worked out what you do with these mandalas unless you make them into dream catchers. That's a butterfly. I presume it's a placemat or a cozy or something. You know, a drinks mat thing. Tell you I went off them when everything falls over when I make them. Half dozen makes. It's bunting, or you can make purses. You can have a choice what you do with them. What I will do with them is send them to Karen. Crocheted eggs. Not quite very seasonal, is it? You think that is Easter? But dog treats. That's a dog blanket. If you didn't see your square in my blanket, don't panic, because there are some leftover squares which are going to be made into a little lap gown or a little Gigi blanket, whichever way. I mean, don't think I don't honour them, but Gigi is very special and you all love Gigi, so I'm sure whoever's squares finish up in a little blanket that maybe sat on by Gigi won't mind. That's the cushion. But for some reason Gigi absolutely loves my blanket and squares. He thinks it's marvellous. I've never known him take to anything like that before. He just loves it. The minute he sees it anywhere, he has to sort of climb on it, no matter if it's in an inaccessible place or where it is, he tries to pull it down because he wants to sit on it. Animal mug cozies. I mean, I was using it a lot last week, I told you, when I was ill. Retro vibes. That does remind me of when I sort of got married and, whoops, crochet cushions were all the rage. Just think it's 50 years next year since I got married. Now Sue loves that one. I think she just likes the colours that's in it. I don't think she would ever make a million squares, although she did say she was going to try and make a square every time she had yarn left over from a shawl or you know, anything she'd made, but I won't be following that suit because I'd give up after about 3 squares. That's a ring. I just don't know what you call them. It's a foam ring anyway, covered over with flowers and crochet. A wreath, that's what they're called. That's another granny squares. was my magazine falling on the floor. This is just your usual how-tos. And if you're feeling like it, you can have a hexie necklace. As I say, I'm sure that came with... Oh, why am I throwing everything on the floor? I'm sure it came with this magazine, but don't quote me. This one is Crochet Now. It's this season's one. You're going to ask me what number it is and I can't see. I think it looks like 22, but that's my eyes without glasses. I actually have 2 of these, so I think it's 2 of these. So you definitely will be getting a full one. Karen. I thought we'd seen the end of Crochet toilet roll cozies, but apparently not. There you are, Shan, with all your tinselly wool. You can do yourself a toilet roll cosy. Sure you really want to. That's Brian the Brown Bear. That's the pattern for the kit that came with the magazine. Festive makes little Christmas trees as well as Brian and other things, yeah. What have we got here? Penguins, but they're bowling alley penguins. You must have to put some weights in the bottom of them or something. Oh, it says tennis ball. Maybe, or maybe that's to play with them. Surely they wouldn't stand upright unless you put some sand or some lentils or something at the bottom of them. You're supposed to be bowling them over. Going for gold jumper. This sort of thing is more in my line, you know. Definitely not the penguins. Falling leaves shawlette. I don't know whether you can hear that or not, but that is my stomach rolling. It is still not 100%, even though I said I'm feeling better. That's just talking about little animals in Toft. Well, that's very pretty, but of course the pattern isn't in the magazine. It's just an advert. That's my type of bag, you know, about 16 rows and you're done. That's a flower power mug. I've always stayed a bit wary of rugs, you know, because I trip over my own shadow. So I'm always afraid that I will just trip over something that's, you know, like loose on the floor. That's called the Alum Bay Shawl. Alum Bay Shawl. A-L-U-M. Alum. One of my New Year's resolutions is definitely to make the, what's it called, the House of Bees or whatever. The bees shawl that everybody's done, yeah, that one. Hotel of Bees, that's it, not the house. That's just showing you how to do bullion stitch. I've loved the pattern for ages and Kelly gifted it to me. So I've got the pattern, so I've got no excuse, yeah. That's a rainbow bubble cushion. Oh dear, dear, dear. Popping bubble cowl. Seems to be a winter warmer issue, this, doesn't it? And a berry ribbed hat and scarf. That's done in the Karen cakes. If I was doing mine in Karen cakes, it wouldn't come out so neatly like that. You must have to break it off and start it in on again. Sid Snowman and Pip the Penguin. A retro blanket. They seem to be all coming back again, don't they? I would never have the patience to make enough squares for a blanket, so I'm really grateful that somebody else did it for me. I started off doing it a couple of times but never got much further than a pram blanket. That's the Confetti Girl's tunic. There's quite a lot in this magazine, isn't there? Usually you get half a dozen things and then that's the end of it. Rudolph the Reindeer, hat and scarf. And I promise, Karen, I will seal up your package and get it sent. I have just been so off the world, absolutely. Which is the wrong time of year to go off your crochet and your knitting, isn't it? When you've got so many things you've got to make, you know what I mean? This is how to, how to, how to. We all know how to, well we should do. And in next issue we're going to get Paddington Bear. Wish I could do them because I love Paddington Bear. I did have a Paddington Bear in fabric with Wellingtons on, but I don't know where he is. He could be upstairs in the loft because I put a lot of things up in bags in the loft when I was having a good sort out. But I've got a lovely Paddington Bear. He's got like felt jacket and these Wellington boots on. And he's really nice. Right, we're going on to Inside Crochet. This was the one I think that got the gift with the eyes and the noses and whatever you've got. Right, let's have a little look through. We won't go through. That's advertising a book called Animal Friends of Pika Piku. But you don't get the patterns in the book, you just... well, I don't think so. I think you're just advertising the pattern. And I do keep saying to Sue, I'm going to have a go at making some baskets, but not little ones like this. You know, the big ones? What you do with about 6 strands of yarn. Definitely go and have a go at that. Now that one, I don't know why she's tucked it into a skirt, because it's actually, if you can see, a very long sweater. So why she's tucked it in, I don't really know. That's a pattern I think for mittens, and that's a pattern for a scarf. So we're here again with the funny photos where it's guess which bit is crocheted. Pin your eyes back to see which is crocheted. The top is crocheted there, and this is another view of the shawl that's on the front cover. And this I think is showing off the socks and not the cardigan that you would think. But it wouldn't be inside crochet if you didn't have weird photos. That one's a little reindeer. What else have we got? Christmas pudding teapot cover, some ornaments, looks like blankets or something. A dress, a bangle, more ornaments and things. Once again, I have to take umbrage at the photographs because it's really upsetting me. As I said, I like the jumper like that, but not tucked in the skirt. What's the point of doing all that crochet if you're going to tuck it in your skirt? You might as well do it shorter and just put a band on it. Or is that just me being awkward? Rosie's top, that looks sort of pretty plain really, doesn't it? Philippa dress. Again, very, very plain. This one comes from the book. Woolology or something, from Berger de France. Terribly expensive yarn. That's the shawl. I would like it. Mustard's not my favourite colour, I must admit, all gold. It is Sue's, but, or one of Sue's. Sue's colours are actually dull greens or denim blues. That's her kind of colours. These are just more pictures, more adverts for gifts. And that's the Christmas pudding tea cosy and coaster. I'm a sort of a little bit of a Grinch when it comes to things like that with Christmas on them, because you don't want to be using a Christmas teapot cover when it's not Christmas, do you? So it's only going to get used a couple of days a year. They're quite nice Christmas mitts. Just plain, but just enough, aren't they? I don't like them when they're too lacy because you put your fingers right through them and they're not very warm. These are just wreaths and little ornaments. That's the little ornament. Yeah, that type of style of a basket, but not the colour work in it. You know, where you use about 6 different colours of your oddments of double knit and just, you know, crochet them up on a big hook. I was afraid Rudolph looks more like a dog. Oh, that's a baby's Christmas set. Not sure what it is. A hat and trousers, is it? I think it's a hat and stripy trousers. Right, and that's the end. Oh, that's not the end of that, I beg your pardon. There's a lacy blanket in there. More ornaments that I don't know what the heck they look like, but they're not very thrilling. And in next month's, it's, oh, it looks rather like knitted, so it must be Tunisian, I think. A sweater with pockets for next month. So that's really it. Not sure when you'll see me this week. I've got quite a full week actually this week. I've got things to do, you know, places to go, people to see. Aren't I lucky? So I'm not sure when you might see me next. I will still do this blanket and showing you my cards. But I have to do it on a day when I'm not showing other things because, you know, otherwise it gets a little hectic. And I still haven't finished padding out Rebel, whatever she's called, my big mannequin. Sue's got these ideas for making her arms, but we don't know whether it's going to work yet. So she prefers to show you once she's done it and it might work. Because at the moment she's looking very lumpy and not right shape at all. And in fact she looks more like me. Oh dear. Well, I'm going to try. I've got hardly any knitting or crochet this week, hardly anything. So I need to get myself going, you know, get a spurt on. I haven't got Gigi today, so there's really no excuse for me not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. It's just I've been, I don't know. We would call it mauling about. That's what my aunt used to say. Are you just mauling about? In other words, you're doing things but you're not doing anything at all. You know, you're like busy doing nothing. But that was mauling about for my auntie. I would call it procrastinating, really, because I've been mentally doing things, but nothing's actually got done. But I've been thinking about it, so I don't know whether that counts. But at least I've got the worry of a lot of Christmas presents over and done with. I think I've got a lot of the major ones sorted out now, but the others I haven't, because a lot of them are still being handmade. So some people may be getting an IOU in their present. I've even taken it with me to my sister-in-law's and finished it off sometimes while I've been there. But this year is different because we're not eating at my sister-in-law's, we're actually eating out. So I don't think I could sit in the restaurant kind of crocheting and finishing something off. It may not be there, yeah. I'm wearing one of my everything for a fiver tops. As I say, it does look small, but the sleeves are really stretchy. They look smaller than they are, and I've got my hair hanging off it. Sure, I'm going bald. you like to be for Christmas? How about bald? So I'll break it off. It's my own fault for bleaching it. It is going grey at the sides, and I keep saying to my niece, how much grey is there? She said, there's none at the back. So I'm going grey at the front, but I'm not going grey at the back. I'm just hoping that one day I can ditch the dye and just go grey gracefully. But sadly, I'm not quite at that stage yet. Maybe that's my New Year's resolution. I should grow my hair grey. Come on, you're listening, hair, go grey. Everybody else is dyeing their hair because they don't want to be grey. And I'm the opposite. I want to be grey. I want to be, not the dark brown and grey flecky stuff. I want to be silver grey like the fronts. I'm not asking a lot, am I? But my mum went that colour, and my gran on my mum's side went that colour. And my gran on my dad's side went that colour. So my genes are failing me. My other kids didn't. My mum's generation, a lot of them. Some went beautifully white, quite young, and others didn't. My mum was about 70 something before she went white. Hope for me yet. Hope for me yet. If I stop dyeing my hair, maybe my hair will grow back and stop dropping out. And I won't have to keep concocting ways to make it look as though I've got hair. But that's not what you came to listen to, is it? You came to listen to crocheting and things that I've finished, and I'm very sadly letting you down because I've not been finishing much at all. I will try to do more this week, although I have got, like I said, a bit of a full week this week. I'm free Friday. Friday is a day off. So we'll see. We'll see who calls. If I can fit them in between everything else I've got to do. So we shall see what we shall see. Anyway, you'll definitely see me again shortly. I did vaguely think about doing this vlogmas at the beginning of December, but then when I wasn't feeling myself, you know, I wasn't feeling 100%, I thought, you're just not going to do it, you know. I'll have to have a January of vlogmas one when everybody else isn't doing one. I want to be awkward. I want to be different. I'll do one when nobody else is doing one. I mean, I'm rapidly trying to catch up with my YouTube blogs that I follow, and I keep finding nice new people to follow, and everybody's doing this vlogmas, and I'm thinking, help, slow down, don't make so many videos, I can't keep up with you all. And I feel really bad when I don't keep up with people that I know so well, you know. And also, if I keep up with them on my TV, I can't write comments, you know, on the TV, obviously. So when I come back in, I forget to go on YouTube and write the comments that I've watched it, you know. So never fear, if you are making videos and there's no comments from me, it doesn't mean I haven't watched them. It means I've watched them on the TV. So that's all I can say. Anyway, it's absolutely dark outside, and I don't know what time it is. It must be getting up to near 5 o'clock because I'm getting hungry and my tummy is rolling, and I've got to go and actually cook something today because I bought some pork chops. So that means I've got to cook them. Sad. I don't like cooking. I don't like much of anything to do with the house, actually. I'm not a housewife. I'm definitely not a Stepford, is it, or Stepford wife. Housekeeping just leaves me cold. I do what I have to do, just so I don't appear on hoarders. But I don't do it with joy. Some people say, oh, I enjoy doing my housework. My housework is a chore. You know, I don't know whether any of you else feel like that. I will do it because you have to do it, don't you? Otherwise your house disintegrates around you. But that doesn't mean to say I have to enjoy it. I am not full of the joys of spring when I've got my hands in the washing up, you know. I am the Grinch that is saying, oh, God, I've got to wash those dishes. Oh, no. Oh, no, the kitchen floor needs mopping. Oh, no. I am not filled with joy. Some people are. Some people love doing chores. I used to have a friend who loved doing chores. And she'd come to my house, you know, and she'd say, oh, what are we going to do today? And I was like, oh, I can't get out of it now. She's offering to help, you know, I've got to. And, you know, surprisingly enough, when she was going tra-la-la-la-la-la-la, while she was doing the chores, I was joining in behind her, you know, doing them as well. I miss her. Why did you have to get married and move away? Yeah, but I just don't seem to be able to get the urge to, oh, I think I'll clean the fridge out today. It's more like, oh, look at the fridge, needs cleaning. Jolly D. I'd love to be a bit more chore happy, yeah. But the only thing that makes me happy is my crochet, sadly. And you can't sit and crochet all day and just let the house go to pot around you. You've got to actually knuckle down and do something. Upon that note, I have got dishes in the sink. I have got dinner to cook for myself. But on the joyful side, I've got some sprouts. And you're all going, ooh, sprouts. I love sprouts. I can eat sprouts every day of the week because I love them so much. So that's just cheered me up. I've got some sprouts to go with my pork chops. Quite what else is going to go with them, I don't know. Maybe a baked potato. Right, I'm going to decide, but in the meantime I'm going to say bye-bye to you. And I hope you've all had a good weekend. Mine wasn't too bad, but could have been better if you know what I mean. Well, Saturday was okay, but Sunday was a bit Maybe I'll have GG tomorrow. He'll liven up my day. In between the other things I've got to do tomorrow. So I shall speak to you very soon. So bye for now.